Hey, today I'm going to show you, I'm going to do an unboxing, but I'll also show you a little bit of it in action as well. This is the DEWALT FLEXVOLT brushless trimmer, and this one is the model DCST970X1. That's the model for it. And then, so I got this is a 15-inch trimmer. This, like I said, it's a 60 volts. This one does include the battery and the charger. And as part of the deal that I had on Amazon, you also got a, what is this? I don't know how long it is. 225 feet of trimmer line. It was included, so it was a deal. There was a couple different combos. You could get the trimmer and a battery-powered chainsaw, which I don't need. Sure as heck don't need a chainsaw. Or you get that and the trimmer for a certain price. That was the deal. It was $279 total at Amazon. That's how much they were. And I have a gasoline-powered one. Matter of fact, I've done a video on the channel of it. It's worked fine for ages. It's just very heavy. I don't like to get it out because it's a pain to put gas in it and start it and all that stuff. So I tend to not use it as much as I probably should just because it's a pain. This one is a battery-powered one, so all I gotta do is grab it, pop a battery in, go for it and do it. Also, this one has the quick wind trimmer, the line spooler. It has a quick wind spooler, so it's a lot easier to wind the actual trimmer thing, which the other one I have is a pain to deal with. So I want to show you what it looks like when you open it, what you get in the box. And I'll try to avoid this end because it's got our address on here. Okay. I got it flipped over, so that's fine. Okay, that's a heavy box. So we'll put that right there. This is just packing stuff. Yeah. They really got it in there good. Okay. So this is it. It was actually, it seemed heavier than the box than it was in reality. And you're seeing it for the first time just like I am. I know that this one comes with this is not one that you can put attachments on. So this is just a weed trimmer. It's not one where you can put attachments on the end and like put little saw blades and all that stuff. They do have one that's like that. It's more expensive than this one, but that's what this one is. So here's the trimmer. I just need to put it together. And then what do you get in the box? I'm sure the directions and stuff are going to be in this box. Yeah, here's your, that's the heck of a bag. There's all your weight is. Feel how heavy that is.
Oh, good grief.
So you got your charger and you got your instructions and then you've got the hefty battery. This is a FlexVolt, so it can take the 60 volt or the 20 volt. So you can also put the 20 volt ones on here, which I do have some 20 volt batteries. This one's the big one, 9 amp hour, 20 volt, 60 volt battery. So it's the big one, the big baby. Yeah, that's where all the weight was in that box, was this battery. That battery weighs about twice as much, if I had to guess. Yeah, that battery probably at least weighs as much as this whole trimmer assembly together. So I'm going to look at the directions real quick. I don't want to do anything else until I read the directions because I'm a direction reader. But I want to read the directions to make sure I know how to pop this thing together and to do the battery. All right, so I'm just going to cut this loose, the zip tie to hold it together. And you should be able to just pull this off. Of course you can't just pull it off, it's taped. And it sounds pretty straightforward. You just line this up with the pin. It'll probably only go in one way. After pulling this up while I'm sliding it down, it doesn't. I don't have enough hands. There we go. Yeah, and then just tighten it up. And you're not supposed to take that off like regularly anyway, so it's not like it's something you're going to be taking off and on. I mean, you could to store it. You could do that, but it says not to take it off regularly. And the battery, I've noticed one of the complaints that I heard was the guard. This guard is very tiny, and now that I'm looking at it, it is pretty tiny. So anyway, you put the battery back in the back. It has this little cage to protect the battery from getting bumped around too much. Let's see if I can slide this off. You have to push the thing down. You have to push that thing down. It does have a battery indicator. You can see it's not very charged right now, but I'll plug it on the charger. I'll put it in the charger like 24 hours. It's got some sticky tape on the end, but it just literally slides. Just like that. And that's it. So it's got a safety thing here. You push this down before you can't pull the trigger. Push this down to pull the trigger. And then it's got two settings, a high and a low. So low is probably most of what you need it on. The trimmer head itself has a piece of tape around it to keep it from flying off. So I will go read another set of directions real quick just to make sure I know how to do that. But I'm gonna charge the battery up and everything first. Okay, I charged the battery up. I just charged it overnight. Got my safety glasses on. My sunglasses, my cool DEWALT shades. So anyway.
Did those come with it?
Not this, from before.
Oh, okay.
So you can see the battery's in. And I took the tape off the end and it's still pretty short. So I want to tap it on the ground to make it longer. I don't want Tammy to be standing there while I do it because it might sling off and hit her in the legs. So I'm going to do that, and then I've got some stuff that we need here, and I'm also going to turn around the edges here. So I'm going to get started. Finished the front yard. It works really nice. I noticed I tend to like lean it against my body a little bit, so it's balanced pretty decent, but it's a little heavy on the backside, so I ended up having to hoist it up a little bit. But it works so nice because the battery, the gasoline powered one, first of all, it vibrates the crap out of you. The whole thing just vibrates. This one's not as bad. It still vibrates, but it's not as bad because my hands are usually sore when I get done using the other one. This one's not. I like it that it's off, and then you turn it on. You know, it's not, you don't have to start it and all that stuff. You do have to charge the battery up. The battery, let's see, I did the whole front yard, and it's only one dot down. So, so I'm gonna do the backyard. I just got to finish it up. There's really not a lot back here to see.
Is it lighter, heavier?
It's the battery. I mean, honestly, it's about the same. It's
okay.
maybe a little bit lighter, but not a lot.
Right.
The gas engine was a lot bigger and bulkier, and it got hot back here.
Oh.
This one doesn't get hot.
So this one doesn't. Okay.
So it doesn't get hot at all. That gas engine would get really hot. I like it. The only thing I don't like is the guard on the bottom does tend to throw rocks and stuff everywhere. So you got to kind of work on the right hand side of it and make things fly in front of you. because if you get into where it's throwing it back at you, it just throws it like all over you, and you get rocks hitting you in the head and everything. So you just got to be careful what you're doing. They do make, I think I said this at the beginning, they do make another shield for this that's bigger, which is a shame that you have to order something that's going to be safe extra. I think that they should give you the option. They should just ship it in the box, because they're not like they're cheap. It's not like this trimmer is cheap. They should give you both options in the box. Maybe you like the thin one, maybe you like the safety of the bigger one, because as it is, this is not a super safe shield. It really throws the rocks back up on you, and many people have said that too. So I will probably look and see if I can't get the bigger shield, because it really does throw a lot of rocks. But anyway, beyond that, I love it.
So you like this more?
I would definitely have this over the gas powered one. I just got it, when I store it, I'm gonna take the battery out, of course. I don't want to store the battery outside. I'll take the battery out, I'll put it in my shed, take the battery in and just charge it out. So I hope you enjoyed this. First battery powered one I've ever owned, and it's a really good one. I really, really like it. And one thing I didn't mention, this does have the quick wind head on it. Look, I can turn this up without worrying about gasoline running out of it. This does have the quick wind head on it, so I can't do it now, but you basically hold this and you turn it, and it pulls the line in, and you don't have to worry about like taking the thing off and winding it around and all that stuff. This has got, you just do it, you just basically slide it all the way through and go, and it winds it up for you, so you don't have to do it manually by hand, which I used to have to do. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I would definitely recommend it. Give it